I'd be lying if I said that seeing all of this at the same time was not triggering. In fact, I'm barely seeing black women dating at all. I have never felt more invisible than I do living in LA.
That a lot of the times when we feel like we don't have any options, it's actually because our type doesn't like us.
But LA, whew, honey, the black men out here, some of them, honestly, they really just don't like black women.
My issue dating in LA is that I get too excited every time I see it.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
Talk to y'all about something. I recently went to an event and there were about 1,000 people there. And of the couples that were there, about 95% of them were black men with non-black women. The person leading the event was a black man that was married to a white woman. I'd be lying if I said that seeing all of this at the same time was not triggering. This is pretty much what the dating scene looks like overall in LA.
Now, why is this happening? That's happening in LA, but why? Is there a problem? I think there is. What are the women of our culture doing in LA? Superficial. Think they deserve it all. These different groups of women are accepting. Yes, they are accepting black men. I actually love it, to be honest with you, because we're accepted worldwide now. We've been accepted, but now we're accepted worldwide, and it's a beautiful thing.
Here are 4 other observations that I picked up on since moving to LA. 1, it's not equal. It's not like I'm seeing a bunch of black women dating outside their race. In fact, I'm barely seeing black women dating at all.
Kind of surprised myself.
2, it's gotten so bad that at this point, whenever I do see a black man that's single, the first thing that I'm asking myself is, I wonder if he dates black women. 3, within the past couple months, I've had conversations with multiple black women that actually want to leave LA. Not because of the economy, not because they aren't flourishing in their careers, but simply because they feel like there's no love for them in LA. The fact that I know so many beautiful, talented, compassionate, evolved black women that are all feeling the same way makes no sense to me. And lastly, when you don't see yourself reflected in a space, you feel like you don't exist. As a black woman myself, I can tell you honestly, when it comes to the romantic space, I have never felt more invisible than I do living in LA.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Now, do you think I gotta ask this question to everybody watching? Because actually, it's a stupid question. Because of course the guys are trying. What's happening in LA? Why can't they find somebody consistently saying to themselves, "Oh, I can wait. It's better out there. Let me throw that fish back in the sea." Right? That can't happen. It can't happen there because it's kind of like New York, right? If you don't bite, there's 1,000 other girls that will. And that's what guys are showing, especially out there. They're showing it more. What's happening? They're starting to buckle.
I was just talking about dating with one of my friends, and she said that a lot of the times when we feel like we don't have any options, it's actually because our type doesn't like us.
I wonder why.
Like we think that nobody wants us just because we are not our type's type, basically. And this is so real. It's such a good perspective. And this doesn't mean that you're not your type's type anywhere geographically. It just might mean that even like where you live, the guys that you like there might not be attracted to you. And so like I live in LA, and I can really elaborate on this because a lot of black men in LA don't like black women. And then if they like black women, they like racially ambiguous women or like a lighter skin complexion. And as a dark skinned woman, I don't fit into that. But it might be a lot of black guys that I'm naturally attracted to.
You know what's the bugged out thing? When you say, like as a man, and men know that's real. When you say, "Oh, the women don't like me here," what's going to start happening? that's going to happen because you've already doubted yourself. So, this doubting yourselves over and over and over instead of looking, see, that's the difference. A man has to hunt, they don't have to hunt. So, they're ready to leave. A man will figure it out. Let a man sit there and give that excuse, oh, women don't like me here. They're going to hunt first.
Too. But then I was in New York this past summer and I couldn't go to a black event without black men that are my type approaching me. And I felt like I had a plethora of options. So it's not like in LA, there are no options for me. It's just like the people that I'm looking at and looking for might not be attracted to me here. But I can go date a white man. I can go date this race, that race. There are people. There are options. There's always somebody that wants you and that is attracted to you. But you have to kind of analyze, like, whether you rather kind of stay to yourself until you get to a different geographical location, or if you want to kind of change your type and open it up a little bit. It all goes along with this concept of like, go where you're loved, and you will start like, remembering and reminding yourself that like, you are loved and you are desirable. Not that you need somebody to do that, but like, everybody needs a little bit of validation. And it's like, you keep searching for validation from people who you're just not their type. You're just not their type.
Don't you think that's maybe what the men did? They went to where they're loved. It's true. Now, if someone is starting arguments and causing drama over nonsense, does that feel like love? No, it doesn't. It feels like a fight. It feels like controversy. It feels like turmoil. It feels like I can't trust you because every time I'm talking to you, it's a fight. Seriously. Every time you talk to somebody, it's a fight. It's like you're my enemy. Why am I going to battle every time I walk through the door? It's a problem. That's not the case in every situation, but most. It's bad.
My issue dating in LA is that I get too excited every time I see it. Like an actual black man I would consider dating. It's like you have to be the one because there are literally no other options. Nada, zilch, zero, cero. I can't date a white man.
I guess it's bad out there. It's bad. They're thirsty. They're starving. They're desperate. Now, I would say black men may move there, but LA is expensive. You know what probably happened? They didn't go to New York because what did the other lady say? Oh, I was in New York. Why are you going to upper echelon places? Like, look, a lot of guys may have moved to Georgia, but then still, they got the pick of the litter. They're not chasing you. She's going to go down to Atlanta or somewhere like that and go, it's the same thing here. Seriously, I see women in Atlanta complaining about the same thing. Don't you think? Maybe it's that, like the other lady said, men are going where they're loved. Men are going where they're appreciated. I think that's the problem. You ladies got to bite the bullet.
This is the one right here. And I'm going to tread lightly because I know people be in their feelings when it comes to race and all of that. But when it comes to California, yes, there are black men. But if you're a certain type of woman and you're looking for a specific type of black man, in my opinion, when we're talking about sophistication and all of that, they're not here in LA. They're just not here. And if they are here, they don't like black women. So her comment definitely is on point. As far as, there being no black men. Now, when you go to the East Coast, that's where you can find a black man of sophistication, that has a great job and is doing well for himself and is not wearing skinny jeans, But LA, whew, honey, the black men out here, some of them, honestly, they really just don't like black women. They're looking for a specific type of aesthetic. And if you don't fit that, then you're out of luck, in this dating scene. And I'm finding that, if you're a black woman and you're really true to yourself and true to who you are, and you're not conforming and doing, everything that these other girls are doing out in the streets, they don't want you. They don't want the good girls anymore. They want the easy ones. They want the ones with the BBLs. They want the ones, that I don't even know what they want, honestly. Maybe y'all can chime in the comments. But to be honest with you, LA really is not a great place to date. In my opinion, I feel like if I lived like on the East Coast or something, I probably would be better off, because black men out there actually like black women.
Yeah. Then she goes over to the East Coast, and it's another problem. Because you have to remember, guys have to talk to you. You can get over there and have an unwelcoming face, a rude demeanor. You don't know how to flirt, and guys aren't going to talk to you. There are women in those locations who never get talked to. So it depends on your mindset. And not even just that, it depends on if a guy wants you. Because look, and you notice all of them, what did they say? Go from LA to New York. What does that mean? They're looking for this. They're looking for a guy who makes a certain amount, a certain height. And they know the only cities they're going to find that in is New York or LA. Why? Because in New York and LA, you have to make that kind of money to survive. So yeah, you're going to get a guy that makes that money, and then it's not going to be enough. Like, imagine this. Like, you get out there, you find a guy, because you can't find any black men where you are, and then he's struggling. Like, I saw a documentary of a guy, I believe, what's the name, showed it one time. Mediocre showed it. And the tutorials and reviews, he showed it. And the guy was making over 100,000, and he was broke. Why? Because he didn't have good money management. He didn't manage his money correctly. Now, there are some guys, and this is what's sad. A lot of y'all don't realize this. A guy could be making 70,000 and have more money than a guy making 100,000 because he manages his money wisely. See, it's not all about the amount you make. It's about what you do with it. You can make 50,000 and invest your money wisely and have more money than a guy 80 or 100 or 150. It's all a matter of circumstances. Realize that.
New York is really not the same New York I grew up in. I just saw a woman struggling to come down the stairs with her baby carriage, and men literally walked by. Of course, I stopped her and I said, "Ma'am, can I help you?" And I helped her all the way down 3 flights. Like, what happened to New York? What happened to men in New York?
Those days are over.
God, man. Stop it. Stop it. Now, why didn't she ask for help? Seriously. Because chivalry is dead, yes. But if I see her and she asks me for help, she says, "Hey, young man, can you help?" Or old man, depending how old she is. "Can you help me out?" I'm going to help her with her stuff, whether it's bags, whatever it is. I'm going to help her. But why are you expecting? You're expecting more of them, expecting things, and it's not promised to you.
Women would say that guys that can't spend money are broke.
Yeah, they can say that because that's their assumption, right? Women that can't pay for their own shit broke. Men, girls want to be men until it's time to do men. You know, I work hard to own my clubs, to own my restaurants. So, oh yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
Look.
Go ahead, dude. I want to hear this.
I didn't really feel that, to be honest.
Feel what? Which part?
What you said about women wanting to be men until it's time to become men.
Tell me which part of that you didn't feel so I can understand.
Look, personally, me.
Yeah, we're listening.
No, you're kind of right, to be honest. You're kind of right. Like, okay, because, you know, if you want to be a girl, like, if you want to be taken care of, I guess that's true. You know, you want the man to do the job. That's true. I feel that. You're right. I didn't get the question, though. Wait,
It's fine. What's your name?
Ashley. Nice to meet you.
Ashley, I'm CJ Byron, like Lord Byron. How you doing?
Like, who?
Like Lord Byron. You got an Instagram?
No. We're dating.
Nah, I know. Hey, what, you got an Instagram?
Yeah.
You gonna steal this girl?
Nah, I'm not gonna steal it. So, this is Austin, Texas, where the Y in your girl is silent.
Wow. My man, the way she changed up, his eyes literally lit up. It said, she was choosing and she had a man. He said, she's the right one. Accountability. She said, no, you're right. We do. I said, I got taken back too. Like, and he did the right thing. He followed up with pressing her man, least to worry. Seriously. After that, I would have a long talk and say, why did you jump in that conversation? You're over here with me. Like, that's disrespect. She saw a guy over 6 feet, right? Probably about 6'3". He was talking about he owns restaurants. Didn't he say that? Am I mistaken? He said he owns a restaurant. She's like tall, sick, money, choosing. Not even his wife. Be careful, bro.
All right. Okay, and then one more. Okay, let's start over here. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
She's fine. Mentally, I just want to hear what she was about.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, got it. So why did we end up popping his?
For me, I think it was the answer to the question. Cause I think in this day and age, men kind of don't respect women as much. And I feel like when I asked that question, I was looking for a very specific answer, or at least some parts of it, just to see like where you value women at. And I didn't feel that from him. It was very much like.
So you felt like I didn't respect women?
I don't think that you did not respect women. I just think that the answer was very like, not even necessarily generic. It was underwhelming for me as a woman. Yeah.
All right. Thank
Respect
you.
that.
And then you ended up hopping right here. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped for her?
I thought she was attractive. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
I just thought she was attractive.
All right. So why did we pop his?
I like his answer, but I think I like the other ones more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Let's go ahead and have you ask these 3 remaining guys another question.
Okay. Okay, so how do you guys feel about supporting a woman that has like her own life or her own like dreams and stuff like that? Or do you feel like a woman is supposed to play the back? And it's okay if you do, just be honest about it.
Run.
Okay, let's start right on over here.
Right when she said that, I would have popped my balloon. I seriously would have, because you're at this stage looking for a man. And you're talking about having your own dreams. You should have been pursuing that already. Seriously. Like, it shows lazy. But don't get me wrong. Now, you don't have that, right? Obviously, you wouldn't have asked that question. But you're looking for a man to see what he's going to say. But seriously, men don't support that. Like, what are you expecting? A man to be like, oh, yeah, a girl can have her own dreams. They're going to say, no, I'm not okay with that. I probably would have popped my balloon right there. Right then and there. What do you feel about a lady having her own dream? Pop! Seriously!
Can I hear the question again? It was a lot of detail, and I want to make sure I heard it correctly.
So basically what I said was like, how do you feel about supporting women that has like their own things going on? Or do you feel like a woman should play the back and like the man should be just like the, you know?
I believe we support each other, but me being the head, I believe if we're not aligned correctly and depending on what it is that you're into, if I don't support that, then I don't think, I wouldn't be a part of it, but it depends on what it is that you have going on. But it's just, if it's just something, let's say we both agree, or it's just your own thing, and I'm not against it, like morally and value, then I will support you.
Yeah, so I do music. So my plan is to be a really huge artist. You know what I mean? Like that's the goal. That's the only goal. So what does that look like for you if I become like this big artist?
It doesn't faze me at all, but also what is the message that you put out into the world? Because our children are going to be looking up to you as their mother, and whatever you put into them is going to affect me as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's a good answer.
All right. Let's hear from over here.
I'm surprised everyone didn't pop the balloon. I can tell she does. I probably would have popped my balloon as soon as I saw her with those high heels and those tights. She looked like she's about to kick a freestyle or something. Seriously. But she said she do music, pop.
Like this big artist.
It doesn't faze me at all, but also, what is the message that you put out into the world? Because our children are going to be looking up to you as their mother, and whatever you're putting into them is going to affect me as well.
Okay.
No, bro. As your shirt says, Christ is the answer. That's what you believe in. Pop.
So yeah.
That's a good answer.
All right. Let's hear from over here.
All right. I'm going back to the whole mutual support thing. I think relationships just don't have a very established definition. So things change, circumstances change. I think that we have a few things in common: the gym, the cooking. So like I can see myself in a very supportive role. So it's yeah, it's mutual support.
Where you from again?
Haiti.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Seems like guys just tolerating anything. Standing for nothing. It's sad.
Come to Canada, right? They tell you to come here because, you know, full of opportunities and employment. You gotta dress like this though. This is my first layer. This is my second layer. My third layer. This is my fourth layer. And then you got pants, right? And if you got a big ass luck, putting that shit on. And then I'm not even done yet. I'm just getting started. Oh my god. It's okay. Just gonna take off there's another layer.
And you know it's funny? You wear all those layers and still be freezing. It's cold. I lived in upstate New York. And where I lived, it was about an hour away from Canada. And I received Canadian weather. Seriously. And I'm talking about, I remember when it was snow, I would be shoveling the snow. And my wife would check. She'd be like, babe, it's like 20 below. Like, yeah. And I'm out there shoveling the snow. And the reason why I shoveled it is because I lived in a duplex, right? And it was a girl on the second floor. I was on the first floor. So I'm on the first floor, number one. And it's a girl up there with kids. It was a guy there, but they were going through problems. They broke up. So yeah, I was stuck with the duties. I shoveled the snow. And I'd be out there for 5 minutes. Toes freezing. And I had on layers like that. But you got to have the right socks. Everything. It's a nightmare being in that kind of weather. It's not for the faint of heart. Not at all. I know what you're going through, sister. I understand.
I think I speak for my real crash outs when I say this. This little TikTok trend y'all got going on of the retired crash out and then y'all showing clips of y'all crashing out. Real gangsters move in silence. You will never find a clip of me doing any of that in the past.
Yeah, but that's not a gangster though. Seriously, she's dangerous. The fact you're saying that and putting your face on TikTok, you just told a guy. You're crazy. Look, guys, if you're dating her, that's why I say this all the time. You gotta have a TikTok account. You have to scour that thing. You dating a girl, do one of those. See if I need to find out if they have a like face recognition for TikTok. They need to develop that app, face recognition for TikTok. So you have a girl's picture, boom, put it in that website. It just scans and tells you all of her social medias, or if her face is on TikTok. Actually, just for TikTok would be fine because they can have social media, but TikTok, that's dangerous because you want to see what they're saying. And look, she just said it. That's the information you need.
Babe, don't do that. Babe, don't do that. I'm gonna wash dishes. What, you don't love me anymore?
Epic, but yeah, a lady needs that attention. Seriously, you do that about 4, 5, 6 times a day. By the night, they're open and ready for you to lay down. That's how you get it. Yeah. Let's go to the next clip.
Everybody get down! Give me all your money! If you got the money! Give me all your money! Get down! Where's the money? Give me the money! Where's the money? Everybody give me everything! Where's the money?
My man went in the store. That had to be a joke. He went in the nail salon to rob it, and they looked at him like he had pancakes in his hand. Well, he couldn't see the gun too. I think you should have showed it. He didn't show it. He didn't show it, right? But yeah, not effective. Not an effective robber. I've saw some effective guys, and you're not it. Your voice, you didn't sound convincing. You didn't sound like you're ready to blow somebody's brains out. Now coming to no salon and bust around off, that's gonna get some attention. Even if you have blanks, come to shoot a bah! They're ducking, but still, don't do that. Don't do crime. As you see, he's not a good criminal. He's not good at all.
Is it insecure of a man not to like or want you to dress sexy in order for you to be his wife?
What's sexy?
What I got on, like what I got on right now.
Oh, let me, I gotta get a good look at you. Let me see, where your shirt at? Kitty, what do you think?
I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure. He's territorial. That's a man's nature, and that's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself.
Man, let me take that girl to Brooklyn in the 90s. And not even just Brooklyn, to the West Indian Day Parade in the 90s with some tape around her joints and tape down there, like something crazy, right? You know what's going to happen? Do you know how many hands are going to touch you? Whew. 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 You have no idea. Guy's gonna be shaking it for you. You're gonna feel like a woman that day. You're gonna feel like this, but you'll feel like a woman. They're gonna make you feel like a woman. But yeah, guys, be sure to subscribe. Also click that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Thank y'all for watching. See you next video.